McElhaney starting in place of Zhao. And for Wingate and head coach Brian Good, it's going to be Aaron Hall, Corbin Pack, Jordan Miller, Mike Urbeck, and Kendall Taylor. And the tap is won by Carson Newman. We are underway from Cuddy Arena. Hubbard named the SAC Player of the Week this past week. Carson Newman likes to shoot the free, much like their women's team. And they're off to a hot start. Nick Brenegan, 70 made three-pointers of the year. He gets Carson Newman the first lead of the ball game. Carson Newman's got players all over the SAC leaderboard. Taylor can't answer, rebound by Hubbard. Hubbard, the senior out of Charlotte, transfer from Queens. First turnover here by Carson Newman. Kendall Taylor had a big game the first time these two teams matched up in Mossy Creek. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Led the team in scoring like he does so often. That jumper rims in and out for Taylor. Slow start here for Kendall Taylor, Wingate's leading scorer. Hubbard can't get it to go. Rebound Mike Urbeck. Miller's wing free. Off iron, rebound Brenegan. Brenegan, his older brother, Luke, also played at Carson Newman, now a member of Chuck Benson's coaching staff. And they just throw it up top for Braden Illick, who gets the easy two, the transfer from ETSU. Kendall Taylor looking to get going. Urbeck, deep three up top. He connects. Mike Urbeck gets Wingate on the board. Five free Carson Newman here in the early goings from Cuddy Arena. Illick with the answer. Illick, not one of the best three-point shooters for the Eagles, 35% on the season. Gives them the 5-point lead. Miller going to work on Brenegan, gives it to Taylor. Taylor engineering the offense. Miller has it straight away. Taylor, 5 on the shot clock, backing down. Browder, he fires it. Can't get that one to go. 0 for 3 start for Kendall Taylor. Uncharacteristic of him. Leading scoring in the SAC, averaging 22 points a game. And Brenegan's able to slip back door and give Carson Newman a 10-3 lead here with 3 minutes gone. Urbeck with Wingate's only points finds Aaron Hall. And Kendall Taylor is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Jack Browder, the Eagles' leading scorer. Also the leading three-point shooter in terms of percentage. Taking some time for Kendall Taylor to get going today. He's looking for his first points of the game. And he gets his first one. Taylor, 26 points in the loss to Limestone on Wednesday. Taylor, that one drops off the front of the iron. Rebound controlled by Carson Newman. Urbeck tried to go for the steal. Brenegan's going to fire a three. Connects once again. 2 for 2 is Nick Brenegan, much like his brother. Brenegan 44% from 3 on the season. Urbeck gives it to Taylor. Wingate working through Taylor as usual. Miller thought about driving baseline. Good defense, McElhaney. Aaron Hall, the turnaround. Too strong, but the loose ball controlled by Jordan Miller. Pack pulls up and hits the jumper. Don't want to give Carson Newman any space. Try and run them off the 3-point line. Good defense by Aaron Hall. Illick tries to back him down, and Hall gets him with the body. A little bit of a sluggish start here for Wingate. Carson Newman jumps out to the 13-6 lead here on Flow Sports. Back here from Cuddy Arena after the media timeout. Aaron Hall picks up his first personal foul, first team foul, and that'll send Braden Illick to the line. Illick leaves the first one short. Carson Newman's second best free throw shooting team in the South Atlantic Conference, shooting 77%. As Illick goes 1 for 2. As Usman Jah checks in for the first time. The 6'11 center out of Senegal via Casper College. Also in the game, Tate Mulkey, Coker transfer. And Matt Bilbray. Taylor being guarded by Ja. Cross-court pass, Corbin Pack's corner three. And they're going to say he stepped on the sideline. Pack not watching where his feet were, commits the careless turnover, gives it right back to Carson Newman. That ball is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Wingate basketball. Each team with a turnover here back to back. As Miller brings it into the front court. Wingate finds Taylor. He's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Matt Bilbray, his first. As Bless Barhaiga checks in for the first time today. Miller doesn't use the screen. Instead, he's going to drive baseline. Can't give a jumper to go. Browder comes down with the rebound. Full head of steam. Bilbray loses it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Right back to Wingate. I think Bilbray had the right idea of taking it to the rim, but just lost his handle on the basketball. That one rattles out. Another rebound for Jack Browder. Browder leads Vasak in rebounds as that free doesn't go. Rare miss for Carson Newman, who is one of the best teams in the country from three. As Corbin Pack can't nail the three of his own. Miller pokes that one away. Pack repositions, can't hit the jumper. It was a good look there by Pack, just didn't fall. 13:37 left here in the first half. Carson Newman leads by 8. Brenegan draws the 6'8" Barhaiga outside, and an offensive foul is going to be called. Foul is going to be called on Ja. That's his third team foul for the Eagles. Taylor gives it right back to Pack. Wingate working around the perimeter. Miller fakes the jab and nails the three. Jordan Miller knocks down his 16th triple of the year. It's now a 5-point Eagles lead. Bilbrey tried to find Ja, but they're going to call a foul on Derek Bradley for the hold. Bradley checked into the ballgame at that last stoppage. The redshirt freshman out of Belmont, North Carolina, as Joshua Butts checks in. Number 0 in blue for the Eagles. Butts making his 8th appearance of the year, did not play in the first matchup between these two sides. Carson Newman able to finally get it in. Brenegan. Butts just checked in. I like what Browder's doing, trying to draw Barhaiga out onto the perimeter. Taylor driving to the hole, gets it to go. Kendall Taylor, his first points from the field. 1 of 5. Let's see if that gives him some confidence to see that first one go through. Browder driving in on Taylor. Good job by Taylor not to foul, and a tough finish by Browder through the contact down low. Backing down Browder as Barhaiga tried to step through, but he stepped on the sideline. That'll take us to a media timeout. Carson Newman leads 16-11 with 11:55 left to go in the first half. Don't go anywhere. This is Wingate basketball on Flow Sports. Back here after the media timeout, Thomas Ford here with you. Busy weekend here for Wingate Athletics. Wingate baseball currently trails 1-0 in the rubber match against UVA Wise. And softball on their way to a split against Malloy. Me and Landon Harbin will have you covered tomorrow from Union Academy for softball's triple header beginning at 11 a.m. But first, we've got this one inside Cuddy Arena as Carson Newman holding on to a 5-point lead. That ball trickles out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Eagles. Brenegan, Hubbard, Illick. That free on the way, no good from Tate Mulkey. And McElhaney on the floor for the Eagles. Same five on the floor for Wingate when we left you for the timeout. Miller thought about it for instead, gives to Taylor. And a foul is going to be called off the ball. It's going to be on Trey Hubbard. That's going to be the first for Hubbard as Jaden Lingo checks in. That's the first foul on Hubbard. You can imagine Wingate would like to get the reigning sack player of the week into a little bit of foul trouble, force him to go sit on the bench. Barhiga's turnaround jumper rattles out. Rebound control by McElhaney. Too easy there for the Eagles. Let's see how Wingate responds. Taylor. And Barhiga using that mismatch for 6'8" Barhiga. Against just the 6'4" McElhaney. Able to draw that foul. It's the 15th foul already for Carson Newman. Wingate obviously the best free throw shooting team in the SAC at 79%. They go right back to Barhiga. Using his size, just lost it there. Loose ball crowd by Brenegan. Hubbard just dancing with Kendall Taylor. Kicks it outside. Nick Brenegan drills another three for the Eagles. Brenegan's 3 of 4 from long distance tonight. And the Eagles have a 10-point lead. Loose ball crowd, Derek Bradley. Wingate's going to look to their go-to guy, Kendall Taylor. Barhiga's free throw line jumper is short. McElhaney snares the rebound. Carson Newman really just outworking Wingate on the glass. That's way too easy for McElhaney. 12-4 on the glass thus far. Advantage Carson Newman. Wingate digging themselves into an early hole here. Just over halfway through as Taylor drives in. Gets it to go through a lot of contact. Mulkey's free. Off back iron. Bradley collects the rebound. Miller's free goes. Jordan Miller, his second three-pointer tonight. Makes it just a 7-point deficit. That free long by Illick. Bradley gets another rebound. Bradley kicks it out. Lingo misses long. Hubbard with a head of steam kick out. Brenegan's free. That one finally doesn't go. He finally missed one. 2 missed frees on one possession. Not something you see very often from Brenegan, because normally he just makes the first one. 8 minutes left here in the first half. Wingate trails by 7. The long three, Derek Bradley. Just shoots 29% of a season from three, but he drills that one. That one was from fairly deep. Brenegan cooling off a little bit here in the last couple minutes from three, but Carson Newman yet again with another board. Second chance here, Hubbard driving in. Barhiga altered the shot, but I guess the referees are going to say he got a little bit of body contact. We'll head to a media timeout with Carson Newman leading 23-19 from Cuddy Arena. This is Wingate Basketball on Flow Sports. Back here from Cuddy Arena with 7:28 left in the first half. Carson Newman leads by 4. As the first free throw goes for Trey Hubbard. Hubbard went 5 for 5 in the loss to Tusculum, and he goes 2 for 2 right there. One sub for the Eagles as Matt Bilbray checks back in. Taylor gives to Aaron Hall, working on Jack Browder. Miller again! Jordan Miller, 3 for 4 from deep. And he's cut the deficit to 3. Mulkey can't answer. As Joshua Butts goes skying over the head of one of Wingate's players, and he's in some pain. As his teammates help him to his feet. They're going to wipe up the floor, and it's going to be Wingate basketball. Miller uses the screen from Taylor. It's Miller time once again. Jordan Miller is on fire from 3, and he's tied it up. And you can just feel the energy pick up right there with that 3. And not what you want there as Jack Browder silences the crowd. Gotta know better if you're Kendall Taylor there as he picks up his first, just got in the landing zone of Browder. The Zaza Pachulia rule, got to give the guy space to land. And he converts to 4-point play. And the lead's right back up to 4 for Carson Newman. Let's see if Wingate goes to Jordan Miller once again. They find him being guarded by Bilbray. Hall with a long jumper. Rebound by Browder. Wingate wanted to travel, and they get it. Nice job by Wingate there to force the turnover. Miller gives it back to Hall. Hall. You gotta be kidding me. Jordan Miller. Someone put some water on him. If you're Carson Newman, Wingate's hoping he stays hot. As Browder gets the tough finish. They credited that last Miller three-pointer to Hall, but it should end up going to Miller. So 5 of 6, 15 points for Miller. As Tate Mulkey gets that finish. Why isn't Carson Newman running him off the three-point line? Jordan Miller, 18 points. And we still have 4 minutes left in the first half. He is single-handedly the reason Wingate is only down 2. What an effort by the sophomore out of Rock Hill. Too much space for Joshua Butts. Makes Wingate pay. Urbeck can't get that one to go. First ball corralled by Carson Newman and Mulkey. The double team comes. Ball nearly poked away by Urbeck. And that'll send us to a media timeout. Jordan Miller on fire from 3. And he's got Wingate only down by 4 with 3:38 to go here in the first half. This is Wingate basketball on Flow Sports. Back here from Cuddy Arena, 3:38 left to go in the first half, and Jordan Miller has been on fire. 18 points on 6 of 9 shooting, 6 of 7 from beyond the arc. His season high, 22 points. He could go for a new season high in the first half. He gets a couple more buckets, cross-court pass. And Illick connects on a three. That's three-pointer number 2 for Illick. Lingo makes Hubbard go in the air. Can't get the finish. Jack Browder misses everything there. They're going to give it right back to the hot hand. Miller! He had to miss one eventually. Good job by Wingate to make Hubbard uncomfortable. Almost tied him up. Urbeck driving into the trees, leaves it short. Rebound Browder. Brenegan picks up his dribble. Finds McElhaney. Illick turns around and hits. Jordan Miller needs some help on the offensive end, and Wingate's got to get some stops. Carson Newman on a little 5-0 run here. Hall hands off Urbeck. Lingo with the putback. Jaden Lingo gets himself on the board. Good defense by Lingo, applying pressure on Brenegan. Wingate making Carson Newman use a lot of shot clock here on this possession. Hubbard with 5. Misses left. Loose ball picked up, Jaden Lingo. And he's going to advance it into the front court for Wingate, and a timeout's going to be called by Brian Good. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as Wingate trails 33-40 with 1:15 left in the first half. Wingate, after Jordan Miller went on that crazy streak from three, one of their last 6 from the field, one of their last 4 from 3. But you got to keep feeding the hot hand whenever Jordan Miller's in the game. Miller leads all scorers with 18. Brenegan and Illick lead Carson Newman. They both have 11. Browder, Brenegan, Hubbard, Illick, and McElhaney. Starting 5 on the floor for Carson Newman. And then for Wingate, it's going to be Taylor, Lingo, Pack, Urbeck, and Bradley. Bradley engineering the offense, gives it to Pack straight away. Lingo thought about it for and said he's going to dance with Jack Browder, give it to Taylor. 1 minute to go. 8 on the shot clock. Taylor. The fall away jumper, no good. Rebound by Illick. And a foul going to be called on Corbin Pack. Doing whatever it takes to not allow the easy layup. Illick was able to shake off Urbeck and lay it in. Wingate can hold for the last shot. They trail by 9. One goes, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Hubbard. 5 seconds. The layup doesn't go. Derek Bradley a little slow to get up. Looks like he's going to be able to walk it off, and that'll send Carson Newman and Jack Browder to the free throw line with 0.5 of a second remaining here in the first half. Browder made his only free throw earlier. He's 1 for 2 now. Wingate's got time for a heave if he misses. Second one drops. Taylor's football pass to the rim is not in time, and we're going to go to the half. Carson Newman leads 43-33, but Jordan Miller keeping Wingate. I'm sure some teams wish we could give officials technical fouls. Start of the second half, Wingate trails by 10. Carson Newman is 14-1 when leading at the half this season. That one loss to Wingate. We'll see if Wingate can do it again. Kendall Taylor's jumper doesn't go, but Mike Urbeck corrals the rebound. Jordan Miller, 6 of 8 from 3 in the first half, 18 points. That one rattles out. Hubbard with the rebound. Sack player of the week last week. Just a bit too high. As McElhaney can't corral it, it's going to be Wingate basketball. Carson Newman's only turned the ball over 7 times. Wingate just 2. And a fairly clean game by both teams thus far. Miller tried to find Hall down low. Right as I say that, a turnover. Hubbard with a full head of steam into the front court. Another turnover by Hubbard and Carson Newman. Back to back. Let's see if Wingate can capitalize on this. Wingate has 8 points off of turnovers. Carson Newman 0. Urbeck uses the screen from Taylor. Corbin Pack being guarded by Hubbard. Back to Miller. Urbeck fires a wing 3. He connects. Mike Urbeck drills his second 3 tonight. 7-point Eagles lead. Brenegan's free. Doesn't go, neither does the tip back attempt by Illick. Taylor with a spin move gets tied up. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Carson Newman. As Derek Bradley checks in, replacing Urbeck. Browder, Brenegan, Hubbard, Illick, and McElhaney in the game for Carson Newman. For Wingate, Bradley, Hall, Taylor, Miller, and Pack. Loose ball. Nobody could corral it. It's going to be off of Wingate. They tried to find McElhaney on the inbounds pass, but it skips out of bounds. It's going to be Wingate basketball. Jordan Miller going to work on Hubbard. Gives it to Aaron Hall. Hall gets it right back, but has it stolen away by Hubbard. Hubbard gives to McElhaney, right back to him. Driving it on Kendall Taylor, gives it up. Illick doesn't get the roll, but he's going to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Jordan Miller, his first. Only Bulldog with more than one is Derek Bradley with two, as Illick drains the first one. Illick goes 2 for 2. Gives Carson Newman their first points of the second half. Bradley's free is short, rebound by McElhaney. Hubbard pushing it into the front court for Carson Newman. That's just good ball movement by Trey Hubbard. Leads the team in assists, averaging almost 5 assists a game. Miller can't get it to go, but it's going to stay here. A foul is going to be called on Carson Newman. Foul's going to be called on Illick, his first, team's first. Shot clock's going to reset to 20. Corbin Pack to trigger rebound, but a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Trey Hubbard, his second. We'll try it again. Wingate gets it in. They find Pack working around the horn. Miller with a kick out to Bradley, followed by a free. 7 on the shot clock. Taylor down low, being guarded by Browder. Kendall Taylor able to fight through the contact and get it to go. He only has 7 points tonight. We'll see if he can get going a little bit more on the offensive end here in the second half. Wingate trails by 9. And a foul is going to be called away from the ball. It's going to be on Corbin Pack. That's going to be the second on the junior out of Myrtle Beach. Hubbard being guarded by Miller. Hubbard gets downhill, can't get it to go. Didn't even come close. That free in and out for Nick Brenegan. Taylor with a spin cycle, gets it to go and one. The foul's going to go on Illick. That's his second. And Kendall Taylor's going to the line when we come back. Wingate 40, Carson Newman 47 here at the media timeout. You're watching Wingate basketball on Flow Sports. back here from Cuddy Arena. Kendall Taylor looking for the 3-point play to bring the Dogs to within 6 here at the 16-minute mark. Taylor has 9 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists on 4 of 10 shooting. Taylor's 1 for 2 from the line today. 86% free throw shooter on the season. And he drops it. 6-point game. Mentioned at the start of the second half, Carson Newman's only blown halftime lead was against Wingate. The pull-up three, no good. That was Matt Bilbray. Just checked back in for the Eagles. Taylor's going to give it to Jordan Miller. Taylor backing down Brenegan, gives it out Miller. Bradley with 8. Taylor straight away free. You bet, Kendall Taylor. Vastly different shooting from Wingate tonight compared to Wednesday, where they were 9 of 31 from 3 against Limestone. Blocked away, Kendall Taylor. Wingate's going the other way. Taylor going baseline. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Carson Newman. The foul is going to be called on Brenegan, his first. Wingate gets it in. Miller able to keep it in the front court. Miller takes it to the cup. Jordan Miller's got 20. His season high is 22. Setting in Simmering Henry. Bilbray almost lost it. Stolen away. Wingate going the other way. Miller's going to wait. Pack's going to fire a corner three. In and out. And a foul is going to be called. The officials are going to say it's on the floor, but it's on Jack Browder. And Carson Newman's going to bring in Trey Hubbard. As it looked like Matt Bilbray walking with a slight limp coming off the court. Hall, Pack, Miller, Bradley, and Taylor on the floor for Wingate as they trail by just 1. There were 14:25 left in the second half. Taylor backing down Browder. Miller's going to try it again. This one doesn't go. He's cooled off a little bit, but another foul on Carson Newman. And Wingate is just 1 foul away from being in the bonus for the rest of the game. The foul's going to be on Tate Mulkey, the senior transfer from Coker. And Wingate is going to go to the free throw line. The foul's going to be on Hubbard, his third. Jordan Miller going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. This is a long time for Wingate. Shooting free throws on every foul now. Not what you would have wanted if you're Chuck Benson, to let the best free throw shooting team in the league be able to shoot free throws on every foul for the last 14 minutes. Carson Newman got to be much more disciplined. I think you see Coach Benson telling Hubbard exactly that as Miller gives Wingate the lead. Wingate showing a lot of pressure. Carson Newman able to get it in. Issue with the shot clock. They're going to reset it to 23. Carson Newman trailing by 1. And we're going to score the basket. The foul is going to be on Aaron Hall. And that'll send Jack Browder to the line for a chance to complete a 3-point play. He does, and Browder's got 12 points. As J-Lob Grant checks in for the first time today. Grant top 10 of the sack for block shots. We have 18 blocks on the season. Miller using a screen from Taylor, pulls up and hits. A new career high, a new season high average for Jordan Miller. He's got 24. And Wingate's knotted it up at 50. That free doesn't go. Rebound Corral Grant. Wingate's looking to push with Bradley. Bradley can't get it to go. Grant can't get the putback. And bodies are crashing to the floor. This foul is going to be called on Wingate. It's going to be on J-Lob Grant. Grant picks up a quick foul. After about 30 seconds of being on the floor. Browder being guarded by Taylor up top. Good job by Joshua Butts to slip away from the defense. Taylor driving in on Browder. Gives it up to Grant. Grant leaves it short, but he's going to the free throw line. Foul's going to be called on Butts. That's the 8th team foul on Carson Newman, second on Butts. Grant, a 79% free throw shooter on the season. First one rattles in and out. Jaden Lingo checks back in. Lingo's got a nice little bit of playing time today, 11 minutes after not seeing a whole lot of action here recently. As Wingate trails by 1, 52-51. Approaching the 12-minute media timeout. Browder. Nice pass to Brenegan, too hot to handle though. Lingo tried to throw the lob to Grant. Grant wasn't ready for it. The pull-up three, too strong. And a foul is going to be called on Wingate. I didn't see too much contact there. Let's see who the foul's on. It's on Derek Bradley. He's got 3. And the corner 3 for Jack Browder drops. Browder's got 15. Coach Good telling his players, we got to talk on defense. Miller's pull-up jumper is good. Carson Newman just can't find an answer for Jordan Miller. Wingate trails by 2. Cross-court pass. Mulkey steps into a free way long off the glass. It's going to be batted around and it's going to stay with the Eagles. And that'll take us to a media timeout. Carson Newman leads by 2 here on Flow Sports. Back here from Cuddy Arena, Thomas Ford here with you as Carson Newman holding on to a 2-point lead over Wingate. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Illick. McElhaney with one. Miss for him, doesn't matter. Wingate has the possession. Taylor. Going to work on Browder. Tries to go baseline. The fadeaway jumper is good. Kendall Taylor. Taylor ties it up at 55. 11 minutes left here in regulation. And a foul's going to be called on the floor. It's only the second foul on Jordan Miller. Nothing but net Nick Brenegan on that frame. Brenegan's made 4 of them, 4 for 10. Eagles lead by 3. Urbeck drives in, can't get it to go. Rebound Illick. Carson Newman looking to push the pace. And they're going to. Miller, careful not to draw a foul there. And a foul is going to be called there. And the foul is going to be called on Jaleb Grant, his second. It was a shooting foul, but Wingate is also, or rather has also put Carson Newman into the bonus. That's the 17th foul. Illick at the line makes the first one. Carson Newman not even attempting the rebound. They're just looking to get back as Jordan Miller walks it into the front court. Miller. He's going to drive baseline. Kicks it out. Miller down the middle. The free from Taylor rattles home. Kendall Taylor, his second free of the night. It's a 2-point game as we go under 10 minutes remaining. Nice pass to Illick. Score it and the foul. Braden Illick. He's going to the line for a potential 3-point play. As the foul is going to be called on Aaron Hall, his third. In and out for Braden Illick. Carson Newman had trouble with the three against Tuscaloosa on Wednesday. Allowed a season-high 13 threes for the Pioneers. In a game Chuck Benson said was the worst job by the coaching staff all year. And so far, this Carson Newman team and coaching staff struggling to find an answer for Wingate right now. Wingate down by 2, make that 5. Jack Browder, another three-pointer. Lingo steps into a free. Yes. Lingo with the answer. That's a heat check by Bilbray. Missed everything, not even close. And Wingate can tie or take the lead right here. Aaron Hall just can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul on Jordan Miller. That's Miller's third. Got to be careful if you're Wingate. We'll see if Coach Good leaves him out there. Don't want to risk him picking up a fourth foul. Looks like he's going to trust the sophomore guard. Bilbray looking to redeem himself after that heat check battle he missed at the free throw line. Gets the first one to go. Just 12 free throw attempts on the season coming into tonight. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Still a one possession game. Straight away free, Wingo. The bank isn't open. Taylor puts it back in. Kendall Taylor starting to get going here in the second half. He's got 20 points. Brenegan. Cross-court pass. That's a blocking foul all day on Kendall Taylor. Taylor can't draw the charge. And that'll send Carson Newman to the free throw line after this break. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good finish on our hands. Carson Newman leads by 1 here on Flow Sports. After Kendall Taylor failed to draw the charge, Matt Bilbrey going to the free throw line. He can't get the first one to go. He goes 1 for 2. Just under 8 minutes left. Carson Newman leads by 2. Carson Newman just a half game up on Coker for the third spot in the standings. Trying to find Aaron Hall. They finally do. Nice dump off to Urbeck. Can't get that one to go. Another rebound for Jack Browder. Good ball movement, Carson Newman. That three's long from Brenegan. A foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Carson Newman. That's the 9th team foul on the Eagles. Next foul will put Wingate in the double bonus. Carson Newman already in the double bonus. With 10 team fouls for Wingate. Taylor at the line. Gets the front end of the 1-1 to go. Taylor, after a slow start, he started to heat up here in the second half. 21 points. Make that 22 as that one rolls in off the back of the iron. All square at 67. In front of a great crowd here in Cuddy Arena on Play for K-Day. Hubbard takes it to the rim. Gets for two. Can't let Trey Hubbard get downhill. He'll make you pay. Hubbard averaging 16.5 points per game. Wingo is going to fire a three off to the left. And Wingate shooting two. Foul going to be on Camden McElhaney. It's going to be his second personal. And it sends Kendall Taylor right back to the free throw line. That one drops for Taylor. Taylor 5 of 6 from the free throw line today. Best free throw shooter on the team in terms of percentage. As he goes 2 for 2 there, Taylor shooting 86% on the season. Browder drives baseline on Lingo. Good defense by Taylor. Browder misses everything. Hall looking to push. And he's going to wait for the Cavalry. Been a little bit since Miller's made a three. Hall going to work on Hubbard. Kendall Taylor's wing three. Off back iron. Good job there by Kendall Taylor to poke that one away without committing the foul. It's going to stay with Carson Newman here. It's going to be Brenegan to trigger the inbound. Brenegan catch and shoot. Nothing but net there for Brenegan. He's made 5 3-pointers tonight. Gives Carson Newman a 3-point lead. Pack thought about a three. Steps inside for two and hits. Hubbard elects not to use the screen. Instead, he's going to drive baseline. And a tough finish for Hubbard. Hubbard, he's got just 8 points. Wingate doing a good job of keeping him fairly quiet. Taylor can't get it to go. He's going to the free throw line. Wingate doing a good job keeping Hubbard quiet. Hubbard averaging 16.5 points per game, and I think the continuity's done him some good. This is the first time in his college career that he has had the same head coach in back-to-back seasons. As Taylor looks to go 2 for 2 from the line here. And he does. Just a 1-point Carson Newman lead, less than 5 minutes left here from Cuddy Arena. McElhaney's corner three, that's off. Pack finally able to corral the rebound. Taylor's got it in the front court. Plenty of space for Aaron Hall to go to work. He gets it in off the glass. Aaron Hall gives Wingate the lead again. Hubbard. Illick's corner three misses everything. Browder with the rebound. Wasn't sure if they were going to call a foul or out of bounds. They call it out of bounds. Brenegan to trigger the inbound. Hall took a gamble. And that gamble's going to backfire. Can't leave Nick Brenegan that open. He's going to hit that 9 times out of 10. Back and forth we go. Miller thought about a free. Instead, he gives it to Corbin Pack, driving to the hole, finishes with the left hand. Corbin Pack ties it up at 77. Illick finds McElhaney in the corner. And Nick Brenegan shuffles the shoes. That'll take us to the media timeout. Don't go anywhere. All square at 77 here on Flow Sports. Back here from Cuddy Arena, all knotted up at 77. Here's Wingate and Carson Newman. Jordan Miller and Kendall Taylor tied for the scoring lead at 26. They lead all scorers. As Wingate has Miller, Taylor, Bradley, Pack, and Hall on the floor. Brenegan, Hubbard, Browder, Illick, and McElhaney on the floor for Carson Newman. Miller with 8. He's fouled! Count it! Hold on! Oh my goodness, it's an offensive foul! They call an offensive foul on Jordan Miller. I wish we had replay capabilities. I'd like to see another look at that. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay monitor upstairs with us today. So wipe it away. What an unlucky break for Wingate. I guess they're going to say kicked his leg out maybe, Reggie Miller. But Carson Newman takes the lead right there. That's 4 personal fouls on Jordan Miller. Taylor going to work on Illick. This time it counts. Jordan Miller drills another one. He's got 29. And Wingate's got a 1-point lead with just over 2 to play. Deep three. No good from Nick Brenegan. And a foul is going to be called on Illick. And Kendall Taylor will stroll back to the free throw line. He's 8 of 9 tonight. He's the one you want to have at the line if you're Wingate. Nothing but net on the first one is Miller, as Tate Mulkey checks back in for the Eagles, replacing McElhaney. Taylor will have one more here. Rare miss. Wingate leads by 2. Carson Newman could take the lead with a 3. Carson Newman just 34% from 3. Wingate doing a good job of shutting him down. Aaron Hall, in an attempt to deny the easy layup from Browder, fouls him. That's going to be 4 on Aaron Hall. So Hall and Miller both have 4 personals for Wingate. Only person with 4 for Carson Newman is Braden Illick. First one is good for Browder. As Joshua Butts and McElhaney check back in for Carson Newman. 1-point game. Just over 100 seconds left. What a game this has been today. That one's no good. Wingate still leads. Taylor, leading scorer in the sack. Going to work on the sack player of the week. Nearly threw it away. Miller recovers. Miller with 7. 4 on the clock. Corbin Pack's corner 3. In and out. But a foul is going to be called. They're going to say Browder tripped Kendall Taylor, and he's going right back to the charity stripe. And that's 4 on Jack Browder. We get a wet spot on the floor. Kendall Taylor is going to go to the line in an attempt to ensure that Carson Newman can only tie it. He's going to have a little bit of a delay. They try and get up the perspiration on the court. Looks like we're now ready for Kendall Taylor's free throws. Taylor's now 10 of 12 from the free throw line. But what a game it's been for the duo of Jordan Miller and Kendall Taylor. Miller and Taylor have combined for 58 of Wingate's 83 points. Carson Newman can only tie. Just over 1 minute remaining here in Cuddy Arena. Browder. And a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Corbin Pack. Solid defense by Pack, just Got a piece of Browder on the arm. Browder 4 of 6 from the free throw line today. Every free throw is going to be important here in this last minute. The first one goes as Mike Urbeck checks back in for Wingate, replacing Derek Bradley. Urbeck 6 points, both of them coming on threes. He's 2 of 4. Browder's second free throw is good, and it's a 1-point game with 59 seconds left. And it's a media timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this. It's a 1-point game. Don't go anywhere here on Flow Sports. Back here from Cuddy Arena, Wingate with a 1-point lead with 59 seconds remaining and counting. Jordan Miller brings it into the front court. He's got 29, a new season high. Wingate looking to take as much clock as possible. Miller with 8, rather Taylor. Taylor's elbow jumper rims in and out. Rebound by Usman Ja just into the ball game. And a timeout's going to be called by Carson Newman. If I'm Carson Newman, or if I'm Wingate, I tell my guys, do not foul and run them off the 3-point line. Do not let them shoot a free. Because if they shoot a free, you've got to hit it for yourself to win it. But if it's just a 2, then you can win it with either a 2 or a 3. Browder leads the way for Carson Newman with 21. Nick Brenegan's the one you want to watch in terms of threes. He's 6 of 14. We'll see what head coach Chuck Benson can draw up out of a timeout. Wingate will be back in action Wednesday, traveling to Anderson. Carson Newman will host Emory and Henry. Carson Newman, when trailing with 5 minutes left, 1 and 8. Hubbard's got it. Do we see Carson Newman take the remainder of the clock? 2-second difference. That's not who you want to shoot the free. Timeout, Carson Newman. I said Nick Brenegan, you don't want to let him shoot the free. So now if you're Wingate, you can either go for the tie or go for the win. Just a gut punch. There from Nick Brenegan. And I just keep going back to what if the offensive foul called on Jordan Miller, what if that would have counted? Nothing you can do about it now, though, Wingate. Got to get a bucket. Taylor, Urbeck, Hall, Pack, and Miller on the floor for Wingate. Carson Newman is out of timeouts. Wingate still has 3, and they also have the possession arrow in the event of a jump ball. If I'm Wingate, I play for the tie here. I look to attack the rim, but if you got an open 3, I think you absolutely take it. Taylor brings it into the front court, 15. Taylor going to work on Butts. Gets it to go, 8.5 left. Carson Newman out of timeouts. Browder, the leading scorer, 19.5 with 3. Butts. The tip in goes. They're going to review it, but it looked good to me. And it looks like it's going to be heartbreak for Wingate. The call on the floor was the basket's good and Carson Newman wins. Watching live, I thought it looked good. We'll see what the officials say. That's where you gotta put a body on somebody there if you're Wingate. Count the basket. Ball game. Carson Newman wins. Absolute heartbreak for Wingate. Usman Ja, just 2 points on the night, but it ends up